Don't be bitter in life. Tonight, this is a bonus episode from Legend of Motherfucking Comedy. And I want to talk to you about this bitter old lady story. It's a real true story that I just happened to overhear. I heard two older ladies and one younger lady just discussing a bunch of things, right? And I knew that it was a method to what they was doing. Because when three women talk loud in front of you, they want you to hear what they're saying, especially when they get into detail about men specifically. You know, it's like they was targeting and trying to assault the man race. But I knew that ain't what it really was. What this was all about, this was a young, vibrant, pretty young lady with two older ladies. One of them was, she looked it all right, and the other one, she was kind of Humpty Dumpty. Who sat on the wall, who's the biggest of them all. But you would be shocked of who was pouring out the rhetoric and the negative in the air, who was bitter. It was the one that looked it all right. She doesn't even look bad for her age. But you know what she was talking about the whole time? They was talking about getting a booty ate, different sexual positions, sex toys, just everything that if the average man would have heard, his mouth would have been hanging to the floor. He'd have been like, oh shit, is that some pussy over there I can get? But me being different, nah. That wasn't the case for me. I'm just a little different, a whole lot different. Maybe because I've been through a lot of things, seen a lot of things, and right now I'm focused on getting a whole lot of money and being financially stable when I'm 65. Not having to worry about nothing, just traveling the world and living it up. So me hearing them talking about sex toys and different positions, I didn't even bat a eye. I just was shaking my head like, oh shit. Man, because that's what you see on the internet all day. I mean, everybody just wide open and wild right now. If they say they ain't, they lying. Some of these women that's with some men and men doing them right, they still on Facebook and Instagram when he ain't around, flirting and trying to get likes. All in somebody else's DM. I mean, that's just what social media then did. What social media does, it exposes a weak-minded person, is what it really does. See, people like to blame social media for shit that they do. No, you just weak. If you can't do what you normally do without letting social media influence you, then you can be influenced by anything. So when somebody say, oh, her ass was just so fat, I couldn't resist it, baby. They was just weak. They felt weak for that ass on Instagram. Oh, baby, I was working out in the gym, and when I seen his muscles, I just got wet. She just couldn't take it. Now back to this story of being bitter at an old age. This story is breaking down how some bitter women at older ages try to influence younger women to be ending up in the same fucked up situation that they in. And basically, they're trying to make them be bitter. They're prepping these women to be bitter like them. When you should be uplifting them, telling them, look, this all the stuff I did. Just tell the young girls, all the older women, tell the young girls all the shit you did when you was young. And then she can look at the picture for herself and say, well, damn, if she did all this, and now she ain't got nobody, or the person she got ain't shit, then I don't need to take this advice. This is the advice for disaster. How could you show me and you can't even fix yourself? Think about that. Not saying that people can't give you advice that's not doing what you're doing, but only people see, basically what I'm saying, somebody can give you advice that can help you win that never done what you did, but they didn't do nothing to fuck up what you did. But somebody that's did some of the things that you possibly can go through and do in your life and it didn't turn out right for them, don't take their advice unless it's all positive. If all they got to say is negative, that means they want you to be like them. But if they saying don't do this, you can do it. You can do it. Whatever you tell me, you can do it. But just do it like this here and just work hard and just strive for it and plan for it. Those are the people you listen to. This lady had a nerve to tell this young girl because they talked about sex toys so long in sex positions that I never turned around and indulged in it. Girl, do what you want to these niggas. Be free. Don't be letting no nigga have you stuck, get you stuck around here. Do you know what that mean in America when an older lady tell a young woman don't let a man get you stuck? Because that's what some young girls that think they know every motherfucking thing, that think they got the game of life figured out. They say that means don't get pregnant. Don't settle down. Don't be with one dude. Fuck with who you want to fuck with. That's what they're saying. So she's giving this girl advice that if she potentially meets somebody that is about something and really want to start a future with her, longevity, she gonna fuck it up. Because she finna think that this older lady got it all figured out that's telling her what she's telling her just because of her age. Age do not always make you have wisdom. Y'all want me to say it again? Age do not always make you have wisdom. Yeah, there's some intelligent, wise older people, and there's some stupid, idiot old people, just like young. It's just about the specific person, who they is deep inside in the core, and what they know and what they learn since they've been on the earth. That's where knowledge comes from. It don't just come from time. Because some people make 1,000 mistakes and they're going to make the 1,001 mistake. They never going to learn. But it just tripped me out. I'm like, damn. Now, if I'd have turned around and started saying something to this old lady, with this banana boat booty, she had a big booty, but I'm just saying, if I'd have said something to her, started judging in the conversation, she would have been like, smiling ear to ear. Ear to ear. Never would have made these statements about telling this young girl that don't have a dude to get you stuck. But she seen that I responded to the girl who's working in front of me, who she gave the advice to, but it wasn't no response of me trying to talk to her or get with her or flirt with her. They was laughing and making Indian sound. So I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Are we in India somewhere? Is there some Indians around? Because they was making these sounds that, the Indians making, and I couldn't understand why they was making it. So I was just asking the girl, and she was like, well, they just having fun and, just kicking shit. So, but the older lady don't know that. For all she know is, he ain't said nothing to us when we were saying all this sexual shit. But now he over there, he done responded to her. That's how people live. Don't let a bitter old person fuck up your future, young people. Okay? Don't do it. I would not let an older person. And I'm not young and I'm not old. I'm in the middle. Well, I am young. I'm in the middle. I ain't. So what I'm saying is, you can't let people give you ignorance that's running into a brick wall themselves. She gonna have that girl with 3 or 4 different baby daddies, a stomach hanging to the floor, what y'all call a fupa, on child support, working 2-3 jobs, and hard to get a man. Because if them baby daddies don't stay with her, they put the babies in her. The average man ain't trying to be with no woman with 3 or 4, 5, or 6 kids. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. I know it might hurt, but it is what it is. Not saying that it ain't a man that will, but it has to be the right woman. When you pile up a basketball team of kids, you have to be real to the core with a man if you think he gonna be with you. Unless you want to stay with your baby daddies that put them babies in you. Some women, in their mind, they think that they gonna stay with their baby daddy. And they really, they not with them. They just fuck every now and then throughout the years. And they have a fuck relationship. But just because, and then that next thing you know, you're 50 years old, your baby daddy then went on and got with somebody and stayed with them after he done fuck you for 20 years. And now you can't get nobody no more. Because you was holding on to him, constantly going back and forth, taking that ding-a-ling, playing around with other side dudes, hoping one day it's going to change, and it didn't change. Don't do it. Don't make that same mistake. Now, if it's some men out here playing with you, okay, just get the fuck away from them. That's how you do it. Don't just fuck with 50 men thinking that you finna have some excellent shit going on. You're going to fuck yourself up. Your looks gonna go away after a certain amount of time. You ain't gonna have that walk you used to have. You know, I'm just telling you. You're gonna start to get fat up under your arms, some of y'all. And you still might look pretty, but use what you got while you can and be wise with it. So if you trying to find whatever you looking for in a man and you ain't finding it in a man, just keep looking. You're gonna find it. But don't crash out like this older lady said and have 5 or 6 kids or mess with 4 or 5 dudes and you might be running past the one that's ill something. Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to have people to do you wrong. That's a part of life. That's why I say drop them and recop them. Just like, if you're filling out a job application, you get on that job the first day, you don't like the nigga, leave him alone. That's the smart option to not being a fucked up, miserable lady like this lady here. Because if she's talking like that at almost 50, probably 55 years old, I could probably assume that's her age. She ain't got nobody that's sticking with her, you know? And then I heard her say ex-husband. I wonder why I didn't laugh. Because she probably wouldn't sit her ass down nowhere. She's still hot. At some point, you got to cool off. Everybody got their time to be wild, but you got to cool off. This is the game and the information. I'm going to get to all the young, beautiful women out there that's trying to do something special and something above average. If you want to have a child, have you a child. If you want a lot of money, you can make a lot of money. Be intelligent. If you're trying to find the right dude that you're looking for, go through them one by one. If you don't like what you see, you can go. It's unlimited. You don't have a certain amount of men that you can fuck with in your life until you feel like, oh, it's over. Don't let people tell you that this your life. That's why they fucked up, because they started doing stupid shit because they was running into bad men, and then they just act like every other man was bad, and then they just ran past the good man when they seen it. You gotta go through the good to get to the bad. But all beautiful, sexy, smart young women out there, you will get to what you want to. But don't take their bitter advice and fuck up your life. It's gonna happen for you. You're gonna get the man you want without doing what that old lady told you to do. Until the next time, until the next episode, don't be bitter. Put yourself on Twitter. And if you feel like being shiny, you can add a little glitter. Next time, next episode, do something with yourself, do something with your life. You're going to be some sexy lady.